Imagine a future where humanity doesn't just visit the ocean, but lives in it. Entire cities submerged beneath the waves, humans breathing underwater, commuting alongside dolphins, and farming seaweed instead of wheat. What would that world look like? How would we survive, adapt, and thrive under the surface? Today, we dive into the question: what if we could live underwater? First, let's look at the basics. How could humans breathe and survive beneath the ocean? Right now, humans can't breathe underwater because our lungs are not designed to extract oxygen from water. But if we developed advanced gilt technology or genetically engineered ourselves with gilt-like organs, this might be possible. Alternatively, we could live inside sealed underwater domes, air-filled habitats anchored to the ocean floor. These structures would need to withstand incredible pressure, be completely watertight, and have sustainable life support systems. Technology like this is already being tested on a small scale. Scientists and engineers have experimented with underwater research stations and even prototype habitats. But scaling it up to entire underwater cities? That's a whole different challenge. One of the biggest obstacles is pressure. The deeper you go, the more the water pushes down on you. Human bodies aren't built to handle extreme pressure, so underwater life would likely be limited to shallow depths or require advanced materials and engineering to build safe zones. Then there's oxygen. We'd need constant supplies of breathable air or systems that extract oxygen from the water. That might be done through electrolysis, using electricity to split water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. But this would require a lot of energy. So where would we get that energy? The answer could lie in the ocean itself. Tidal, wave, and thermal energy could power entire cities. These renewable sources could keep the lights on in our underwater homes and provide clean power for all our systems. Now, let's imagine daily life beneath the sea. Underwater transportation would need to be revolutionized. Instead of cars or bikes, we'd use personal submarines, underwater scooters, or even autonomous pods that float from city to city. Food, forget traditional farming. We'd grow seaweed, algae, and aquaculture, species like fish, clams, or sea cucumbers. Ocean farming would become the new agriculture, providing nutritious and sustainable food sources. But what about sunlight? Plants need light to grow, and the ocean can get dark, especially the deeper you go. Underwater cities would likely be built in shallow zones where sunlight still penetrates. Transparent domes, fiber optic light tubes, or artificial LED systems could bring light where it's needed. And let's not forget about communication. Underwater radio waves don't travel well. We'd need to rely on fiber optics, acoustic signaling, or perhaps even new technologies based on quantum or sonar communication. Living underwater would also require changes to our bodies or our habits. We might need special suits to deal with cold temperatures, low light, or high pressure. Over time, humans could even evolve or adapt physically to this new environment, perhaps with better lung capacity, enhanced vision, or different hearing ranges. Socially, things would change too. Living in close quarters underwater could create tight-knit communities, but also more conflict. Resources would be limited, so recycling, efficiency, and cooperation would be essential. Education, entertainment, and culture would evolve with our new environment. Imagine underwater schools with 360-degree windows into coral reefs, or movies projected on the inside of a bubble dome with glowing jellyfish floating above. Economically, life underwater could open access to untapped resources, rare minerals, deep-sea biotech, and new tourism industries. But it could also raise ethical questions. Who owns the seafloor? How do we protect marine life while expanding human habitats? Of course, the environmental impact cannot be ignored. Living underwater must go hand in hand with protecting it. Oceans are already under threat from pollution, climate change, and overfishing. If we move in, we must become better stewards of the sea. So, could humans live underwater? With the right mix of technology, adaptation, and care, it's possible. Maybe not today, maybe not in the next decade, but someday, our grandchildren could be born beneath the waves, calling the ocean home. Until then, the idea of living underwater reminds us of something important. Our planet is more ocean than land. And if we want to survive the future, we might need to embrace the deep blue as our next frontier. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments. Would you live underwater?